This is it.
Okay.
Welcome back, everybody,
Hello.
to Weeb Report. I'm Alejandro,
I'm Charlie.
and today we are discussing chapter number
Oh, that
chapter 247
nice.
of My Hero
That was
Academia.
That was good.
Outstanding spoilers ahead. And at the tail end of this, we will be discussing season 4 No. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I'm drowning here. Help me.
Okay.
Season 4, episode 2.
Season 4, episode
Yes.
2. Just so bad at this.
It's raw. Hey, dude, I'm tired. It's one of those. It's a rainy day.
Okay. So who is this at the beginning?
No clue.
Is that maybe one of Endeavor's kids or Todoroki's mom?
His mom doesn't wear glasses.
It kind of looks like maybe his sister.
It does.
Yeah.
It's harder to tell.
Yeah, I
In
mean,
black and white.
I haven't seen his sister in a minute,
It's been a long time. Yeah.
but it kind of feels like his sister to me.
The thing behind her, the windows, it looks like the windows of the building, right underneath it.
True.
But I don't know. They kind of resent their dad, don't they? All of them.
Yeah. Well, I feel like Todoroki really does. I don't feel like the other.
Actually, no, you're right. The other ones are like, "Come on, Todoroki,"
Yeah.
and that's because he didn't hound them
like he did Todoroki.
like they did to Todoroki.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And then Endeavor's talking to.
Oh yeah, last he
the-
said was,
yeah.
"I'm gonna train you."
I'm gonna train you. And then he asks them to tell them about themselves, and then he's in the little side. He's like, because I've got no idea.
Yeah. There was a lot of those, like those little because I have no clue.
Yeah, I really
Kinda
enjoyed those.
side
They were
mouth, mhm.
they were very funny.
Which was a big mistake on his part. 'Cause we got
asking Deku.
a big old chatter.
Yeah,
chatterbox.
like literally just dialogue.
Yeah, he's explaining his quirk, and he basically asks like, "What do you guys? What is it? What is the challenge you want to overcome?"
Yes.
And Midoriya's was the black whip.
The black whip. Yeah.
He's like, "I want to be able to use this whip."
And I just noticed this. I don't know. I'm sure it's been there, but his gloves actually have like a little
Slots
for the whip
Mhm.
to come out
Yeah.
now.
That was once we came back from the whole villain arc, the long villain month.
Yeah.
He had those holes.
Did it say he had them?
No,
the holes.
They didn't mention it
Oh,
once.
I was about to say them holes.
No, they didn't mention it once. They just kind of showed it. But I was like,
Yeah.
Actually, they showed it off when Aizawa, to Midnight. He showed it to Midnight.
Super cool.
Yeah.
And I mean, he's got 4 holes. I
5.
mean, is it 5?
On
And he's
the-
got one on the thumb as
Mhm.
well.
Yeah.
So he could just,
It's very Venom.
yeah,
You know how he shoots
tendrils
webs out of his.
Yeah.
Mhm.
super cool.
I like it.
And he, Endeavor asks him to, because Midoriya says he wants to be able to use it without having like when he has a hard time moving and using the power at the same time because he has to kind of like minimize the power that he's putting out.
Right.
And he can't really do that. And even when he's doing it at like minimum, when we see it, it's just like a tiny little, like,
It's almost like a Wolverine claw.
yeah,
just
like I mean, it's
real tiny.
It's pretty short, maybe
Well,
like
He says
a couple inches.
Yeah, probably maybe a foot.
Yeah,
He says that to you, so he's normally like about 10 to 15% power, but to use it, he needs to be at 20% power, which is a little bit too much for him. But
that's for the Air Force move.
oh, right.
Yeah, and
So this is kind of like Todoroki's thing. Like,
yes,
he can do both, but he takes a hit in speed.
the I was actually talking to a friend of mine on Facebook about the chapter, and I had mentioned the Air Force, And I was like, I don't remember him using that, but that's actually what he uses to take down Gentle.
Yes.
Yeah,
With flicking.
that's the move he uses. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he like boosts himself into the air. Super cool.
He's starting to learn how to do it like All Might.
Yeah.
The air manipulation.
Yeah, it's super cool. And so that's the move. Go back and look at the Gentle, and that's the move he's talking about.
And because Gentle's whole thing was like, oh, you're melee based.
Yeah.
You're like my worst enemy. But then he hits him with long range.
Yeah.
I loved that arc.
I know.
That was a really cool. Pretty sure it was just filler. But
a little bit.
Really good filler.
It was.
Solid.
All the little.
Like, I hope.
We can't really. I guess we can hear because it's not the anime, but the whole little rock band arc they had going was really cool.
It was cool. It was fun. Cute.
Midoriya spouts out this whole. I mean, it's just like filling.
There's two huge bubbles.
Yeah, 2 huge bubbles just completely full of text.
The panel is like, it's about 75% of the screen. I mean, the page.
Yeah.
Probably 80%.
Honestly.
Before I read that, I was like, here we go.
Take a little breather.
Like, we're just going to read just this.
But it's pretty much just Midoriya going into a long rant about being able to further control his power and put out more power.
Yeah, the mention is the 10 to 15%.
Yes.
Percentages, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then after that, Endeavor's sidekick is like, what, you know, do you ever stop talking?
Oh my God. Like, dude.
Like, just stop.
Shut the fuck up.
And Endeavor actually picks up on it.
Yeah.
Like
all
everything he says. Yeah. Which kind of shows Endeavor's, he's a little bit more intelligent than people make him out to be.
Right. Everybody just sees him as this like mean brute.
Yeah.
Cause he's fucking massive. Like, I think arguably he's physically larger than All Might was.
He would. Yeah.
I think he's just stockier.
Very big.
Yeah. All Might was like a lean.
Yeah. We see them together. I'll have to go back and look.
I'm pretty sure he's wider.
But yeah, Endeavor, he's
just like, all right, cool. So, and he simplifies it. In other words, you want to micromanage your power output while in battle.
Yeah.
So that's the too long didn't read version.
Yeah, pretty much. And after that, Endeavor kind of compares Midoriya's quirk to All Might's.
Mm-hmm. It rivals All Might's.
But it doesn't seem like he's connected the two really in any way.
Well, just because he can't be like, I mean, Bakugo did, or he didn't. Did he?
Yeah, Bakugo
he was like,
pretty much figured it out on his own.
That you guys have the same quirk.
Yeah.
Yeah. But.
Well, Deku also kind of told him.
Yeah.
But at the time, Bakugo thought he was like joking around or kidding or just lying. And eventually Bakugo realized, like,
oh, you're not lying.
All Might gave him that quirk.
Yeah. So, but I think for Endeavor to think that, like, oh, like, because everybody says you guys have a similar quirk. He's just like, yeah, that's pretty crazy.
Yeah, I know, right? Like,
because nobody knows of transferring quirks and except One for All.
Or All for All. We've never seen anybody else who can just transfer quirks like that.
And the guy who can is bad guy.
Yeah, yes. And this is one of my favorite parts. Endeavor closes his eye, and he, I guess this is like a blink, like, and he's mid blink, and he's like, "You've got quite a burdensome quirk there," and Midoriya is like, well, he's like, "If you've got a burdensome quirk, you're in the same boat as us." And then Midoriya kind of like looks over, like just away from them, and is like, "What boat?"
Because then, because immediately Endeavor moves on to Bakugo.
Yeah, he's not even.
Like, what boat?
What boat are you talking about?
What is he talking about? Is he talking about?
I'm assuming
himself?
He's talking about him, and maybe Todoroki.
Oh man, I don't know. It makes sense for him. I guess he does know a lot about Todoroki.
Yeah,
but like, I don't know. Burdensome makes him sound like he doesn't like his quirk.
No, I feel like it's more just harder to control. Like Bakugo, he can just,
Boom,
make
boom, boom,
make
boom.
explosions.
Yeah.
Todoroki, if he wants to use both his quirks, he has. I mean, he has a hard time moving if he uses them both.
Right.
So I feel like he means just in terms of like complicatedness to use.
Because fire is a destructive force. I wouldn't really say it's a creative force.
No.
So it's destruction.
In the same way, though, ice is kind of destruction as well.
True.
Like,
it doesn't build.
But some creatures do
thrive
in
ice.
But
no
snow.
creatures thrive in fire.
No.
Oh, there's that one organism that can like survive anything.
Yeah, the archaebacteria.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but like that's a stretch.
That is, I mean, it's life, but
right.
It's
just
not like mammals.
Single cell. Right?
No. I don't. Maybe. Maybe we should have paid more attention in biology.
Hell no. But no, I get it. Like, you can be proud of your quirk of like, this fire.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like I have to be very careful of where I use it, when I use it, how much I use it, because if left, can he? Let's say a fire. There was a forest fire. Can Endeavor put that out? Or can he only control fire he creates?
There's the old adage, fight fire with fire.
Right.
You can kind of burn out one fire with another fire by like it's kind of like you deprive oxygen from one fire by
starting
like if you were to build a campfire and it's not all together, you have like two separate fires. Whichever one gets more oxygen is going to burn the other one out.
I'm more referring to like a kind of like a firebender kind of thing. Like, can he just like extinguish the flames?
Oh, like does he just have control of any
just
fire?
Fire, yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah, because let's say one of his attacks, it kind of bleeds off and starts a fire. It's like, oh shit.
Maybe he could control that one because it was started with his own fire. But let's say Dobby started a fire.
Right.
I don't think Endeavor would be able to put that fire out.
But also, fire just continues. Like, is the fire that spreads, let's say, this end of the table to over there, it's not the same fire.
No.
It grows.
I mean, yeah, it spreads, but it
same source.
Yeah.
Emanates from the same source.
Yeah, it comes from the same source, even if it spread. Almost like the Olympic torch.
Oh, yeah.
It's the same fire, even though...
It's just being transferred.
Exactly.
Okay. We've never seen him do it, so it's like speculation, but that makes sense to me.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Moving
on.
Now we got Bakugo. I'm sure he's yelling this. He's like, he doesn't want to focus on what he can do. He wants to find out what he can't.
Right.
And the
big character moment for him.
Yes, I think what's her name again?
Who?
The sidekick.
Oh, I don't
Endeavor
know.
Sidekick.
The one that we think maybe is on fire.
Yeah.
No.
I kind of hope her and Bakugo like team up. They have a really good color scheme together.
Oh yeah, she's bright. She's the like all his suit is black, but hers is white with black
with black.
Yeah. I see what you're saying.
Yeah. And I mean they both just have very explosive attitudes too. Mm-hmm. She's like, you sure can talk, can't you? And Bakugo's like, just shut up. What are you even doing here?
And I'm standing by. Yeah, she's kind of like he's met his female version of himself.
And I just hope they get a fight together or something.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm being serious. My quirk explosion lets me do anything I wanted to. Even with just a single quirk, I can become the strongest.
Yeah.
That's kind of what he thought before, but now he's kind of seen that pure strength isn't going to be enough to make him number one, and that's why he came to Endeavor to learn what he's missing, and kind of see what it actually takes to be number one. Because he can't watch All Might anymore. And All Might was
True.
really a standard that's unattainable for anybody but Deku.
Correct, because literally nobody could be like that.
No.
Even strength quirks can't be like that because it's so much more than just.
I mean, Todoroki
Strong
and
man.
Bakugo are going to be strong, but they're not going to be All Might strong.
No, I don't. And I think he realizes that.
Yeah.
So he's like, I can't. Oh yeah, that could be the big, because there's a little within that panel. I'm assuming that's right after their fight. I think when he that night when he found out that Midoriya has a quirk of All Might is when he was really like,
That is
so I could
after the
literally
fight.
never be as great as you unless you pass on the quirk,
Yeah.
which you can't anymore.
All Might can't.
Yeah.
No. Yep. And here we get a glimpse into Bakugo and his kind of state of mind. A perfect 4-0 with no injuries. A perfect 4-0 with no injuries.
Mm-hmm.
Truly a victory fit for the strongest. So like he wants to get perfection.
Yeah.
So like he's a perfectionist. So like a perfect 4-0 with no injuries. Like if we can imagine that in like UFC or boxing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, can you imagine somebody who got 4 wins
In a row.
didn't even get touched?
And just kind of walked away and be like, cool, all right.
Yeah, like that was a good fight. Like that would be
That's a good point. Yeah.
wild.
But see, this is why I also think he's the perfect catalyst for a villain.
Because he's never going to be able to attain that.
Right, he just wants power. But here we see it's more than that.
With Bakugo's quirk, he could get 4-0 with no injuries.
Right.
Easy.
Correct. Yeah.
But it's how his quirk is. He would never be able to rush into a burning building and save everybody. His quirk would hasten that building collapsing.
Yes.
So like there's
Oh yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
He can't. Like Midoriya, he can run in and he can quickly grab
could
everybody.
go get
and
everybody.
Todoroki could put it out with ice.
Exactly. Bakugo could not.
Even like you said, Todoroki could burn out the fire.
Yeah, I mean, there's just some things Bakugo can't do.
That's a good point. Yeah, 'cause
Yeah.
what's he gonna do? Just blow up the building?
Exactly. Like
And
that's not a solution.
He's gonna walk away and be like, "There you go, guys. Like that's not what we wanted at all."
And I mean, that's kind of why he's here, to see what he can do. Well, not what he can do, but what he's missing.
Yeah.
Like, and maybe we'll get to see him. Maybe because Endeavor's. Well, I don't want to jump ahead, so, but Endeavor says later on, pretty much, you have to focus on all 3.
Right. The basics.
Right, and Bakugo is gonna have a really hard time with one of those, and that's gonna be rescue.
Right.
Because like in a rescue zone, I mean, he's got a quirk more based in fighting.
Yeah, he's an offensive quirk.
Definitely.
100%.
Just the way his quirk is, I don't know if he'd be able to carry somebody and kind of like jet away like he does, you know, because he kind of puts both his arms
That's true.
behind
He needs
him.
his hands.
Yeah. So like he can't even really grab somebody. Like once he has somebody, he kind of has to walk
Or just run.
or run. Yeah.
And then also, how injured is the person? Because I was
Right.
thinking like maybe the person can like basically ride him like a backpack.
That's true, but if they're
But
unconscious,
then I was saying, yeah, if they're really injured, a broken arm, broken leg, you can't do that.
and you can't really do like, if you did like a fireman carry with that, they might like fly off.
They could fall off. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean we're thinking a little bit realistic, but I don't know. I see what he's going for. Like there's some things like he's like, and I'm sure Endeavor had a hard time too. His quirk is fire, you know.
Yeah. So he had to learn that exactly. He had to learn how to, and that's why Bakugo wanted to learn with Endeavor.
Yeah. It makes sense.
Yeah. No, it does. Both destructive quirks.
Exactly.
But how do you use those in a productive way, I guess?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
And Endeavor already knows.
Yeah, he figured it
obviously.
out. Clearly, he was number 2, now he's number 1.
Yes. Okay, so Bakugo still he's talking about surpassing the number 1 hero. And now he's saying that to the number one hero,
Yeah.
Endeavor.
Well, he told it to All Might too.
Yeah, he did.
He's like, I'm gonna pass you.
But All Might knew he wasn't going to be the number one for much longer.
True.
And
He was just like, all right, yeah.
he also knew that Bakugo could never surpass him. So, but
Like the fuck, like so just the like I am so strong.
yeah,
You have no idea. Like, I hold back. Like you have no
literally all
fucking
the
clue.
time. Yeah. And Endeavor's like, he's like this fucking guy, man.
Yeah.
Like who are you to me?
What
But
it is-
Endeavor could be surpassed.
Yes.
Endeavor can be surpassed.
Yeah.
So that's like, it's a real threat.
That's
Like,
a real threat.
You're looking at a youngin talking to an older, like I hate to go back to like boxers and stuff, but the older boxers are gonna be like,
Yeah.
slower,
Yeah.
a little bit long in the tooth,
You don't see, I mean, except Mike Tyson, but like you don't see, old ass dudes still rocking.
right?
Like you slow
I
down.
mean, exactly.
naturally.
And so he's like, I'm gunning for your spot, old man, in like a really Bakugo way, because
Right.
he says it so out of touch with that he's even talking to the number one hero.
Yeah, and the thing, he doesn't even say it in. He's not, like usual. He's not yelling. He's just like, "I'm gonna beat you."
I'm gonna surpass the number one
So
hero.
I just
He
want.
says it's like he's
Yeah.
not talking to the number one.
Yeah, he's like, just so you know, I'm going to surpass the number one hero. And Endeavor's like, okay.
Okay. And then, so after that, Bakugo is done.
Gets a little real.
Yeah, Endeavor's like, all right, well,
Moving on.
moving on. And he starts to walk out, and then Todoroki's like, what about me, Dad? Where's my turn? Endeavor turns around. He's got this face like, what are you talking about? Your goal is flash fire, right? That's his quirk.
Which flash fire is the really fast traveling, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I think it's
Super
probably
speed.
a stronger form of fire also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hot. Burns hotter.
Yeah. And yeah, this is where it starts getting a little real. Todoroki gets into his feelings with his dad.
What he says right here is like, after years of having my quirk beaten into me by you as a kid.
That sounds like abuse.
Oh, yeah, we know. But that, like, Todoroki, yeah, he cares about his dad. When his dad, everybody thought he was dead.
Yeah.
For that big fight, he was like
Todoroki
he was freaking out.
Yeah.
Because it's his dad, he's like, he still loves him, but he's just like, he's an asshole, but yeah.
He is an asshole.
So, like, the fact that he's just straight to his face, like, you abused me,
Yeah.
and that's why I don't want to use my quirk.
And he says he limited himself to only his right side in battle. And he's like, looking back, it was unavoidable. My resentment for you outweighed everything else. But after I entered UA,
Yeah.
like, he fought with Bakugo, and mainly the fight with Midoriya showed him that was not really the way he wanted to be.
Because Midoriya told him right before the fight, he was like, he basically taunted him, was like, use it. Like, fight me at your full power. And he was like, I refuse.
Yeah.
So Midoriya, he put the heat.
Yeah.
He put the heat on him hard, and he was going 100%.
100%
So
every
then
time, dude.
That was a good-ass fight.
Yeah.
When Todoroki was like, I literally have to use fire.
Todoroki, I mean, he had just been knocking him out with giant walls of ice.
Mm-hmm.
And Deku just blew that shit away, dude. Oh, my God.
That's when he was still breaking his fingers.
Yeah.
And he was just snap, snap, snap.
Oh, we've come so far.
Yeah.
So fucking far. I love it. But Todoroki's like, in the end, I acted exactly how you wanted me to. Like, this is exactly what you wanted me to do.
Yeah. And there's even the flashback panels of that was the sports contest, right?
Yes.
There's the flashback panels of whenever they had that conversation in the
locker room.
Yeah. And he's just like, I'm not doing it. I'm not using my right side or left side.
Yeah. And he says, I mean, you're gonna hit your limits eventually. You're gonna have to come back to me. There's no one else who can really teach him. And he says, remember this, The person I strive to be is the hero I once watched on TV with my mother and siblings.
That's All Might, isn't it?
No, I'm pretty sure he's talking about Endeavor.
Is the hero I once watched on TV with my mother and siblings.
Do you think...
I don't think he's ever looked up to Endeavor.
Never?
I think he respects him. He respects his strength.
So, maybe I'm wrong.
But Endeavor's never really been the hero.
No.
Like, he comes in, he'll fight the bad guy, and then leave.
Yeah.
All Might was the guy, you know, he was the hero.
Okay, so, okay.
I mean, that's when I read it, I was thinking, oh, he's
no, I mean, that kind of makes more sense. I mean, even though Endeavor... I mean, I don't know, like, I guess maybe I'm thinking like a time before Todoroki got his quirk, but I don't know really.
Well, before this, Endeavor is comparatively now to back then, he's a nice guy now.
Yeah,
because he was
true.
Not nice back then.
No.
Even hero work.
Let's run with All Might.
I thought it was All Might.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I don't know why. I mean, I thought Endeavor, but it makes more sense for All Might for sure.
And also, I think him saying that's another jab at his dad.
Yeah, that would hurt, and kind of get the point across. Todoroki tells Endeavor he came here of his own free will to grow as an inexperienced hero and become a person worthy of the title.
Hero.
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
I came here to use you.
Yeah. He really puts it across like, this is for my benefit.
Yeah. He's like, don't get it twisted. Don't think I'm here because I'm like, I want to spend time with my dad. No.
Right.
I'm here to get stronger. That's it.
And Endeavor looks really sad.
Yeah.
I mean, he looks hurt.
Yeah.
That fucking scar across his face.
Again, very reminiscent of Todoroki's.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Even though it wasn't a burn, it was basically like a stab. But
sorry, but it was too convenient not to. Number one. How unpersonal can you be?
Yeah. Not even, Endeavor dad.
Yeah, and he tells him stop trying to act father-like.
In front of my friends.
Yeah.
Fuck, dude.
Like, yeah, like, like...
It's jugular. He's going
Todoroki's
for the jugular.
Yeah, holding back now.
Which, I mean, I get. He resents his father.
But, in the next panel, he also says, like, you are a truly incredible hero.
Yeah.
I've still not forgiven you for everything you've done to Mother.
And that's his biggest thing. Todoroki's not even like, you beat me. Oh, yeah, okay, fine. It's his mom. Like, my mom is basically Looney Ward?
I think that's what it is, yeah, because she burned her child.
And it really broke her.
Yeah. But he says, I'll be watching to see what you do as a father,
right?
Quote, from now on. And that kind of gives the impression that he's still got an opportunity to be a father.
He's like, I clearly haven't exiled you from my life.
Right.
So I'm here to get stronger, but that doesn't mean you can't, like, redeem yourself.
Yep. Yeah.
So.
And I think Endeavor is even gonna kind of understand that now. Yeah. He says he misunderstood because he thought when Todoroki came, like, it was because he had no hard feelings, I guess.
Yeah.
And he was tripping.
It was tripping. That's how he wanted it to be.
Yeah. And
he just says, all right.
You get a little shot of Midoriya and Bakugo and his sidekick, like,
this is awkward.
Yeah, maybe we should go.
And then Endeavor just, all right, like, okay, like, there's nothing left to say to that,
right?
Because Todoroki's not lying.
No,
he's not wrong.
He's not wrong, and so Endeavor kind of just, oh, okay, yeah,
I gotcha.
I'll train all three of you as heroes,
and
we get right into the three major principles of being a hero: rescue,
evacuation,
and suppression.
Suppression being like bad guys. Suppressing.
Yeah. That's fight it. Yeah.
Okay.
Suppressing villains and stuff. Yeah.
I was like, what are you suppressing?
Suppressing fire. It's just a bunch of heroes shooting
Yeah.
Shooting guns.
No, keep going.
Okay. I mean, are we good?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay.
That's good.
Are you sure?
My computer wants to update at 5:35.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Just keep going.
Okay. Yeah, so endeavors like these are the fundamentals
Yeah.
required of all heroes. Most agencies are apparently established on either rescue or suppression. So I guess evacuation is kind of like spur of the moment thing, so you can't really have like an operation based in
Right,
you would
because
never be working.
You're just gonna be sitting around waiting for something to go bad.
for something to go bad, yeah. Not the way to be
Right.
a hero.
And I do like how Endeavor like runs his agencies. Like, however, my agency is not the same. We are grounded in all three of these fundamentals.
All three of them, yeah.
And I'm like, that makes sense for a true hero. Like, you need to be able to do anything.
Yeah.
It's like,
I mean, All Might did everything.
yeah, evacuation, everything.
And yeah, I mean, it's good for the number one hero. I get that kind of. That's kind of why he's the number one hero.
Mm-hmm.
And he gives some really good pointers. Memorize every last detail about your jurisdiction, and don't let a single irregularity slip by. I mean, if you notice day to day, you know, like if you notice everything from day to day, you'll notice when something's off.
Right. Like, understand how many cars park, like what cars park certain places. So if like weird ass cars are there, it's like in real life. You know cars that come around here.
Yeah.
So if you see like just a random truck somewhere, you're like, that's
right.
kind of weird.
Or just like somebody chilling in the road, like,
yeah.
Or like pulled off on the side of the road, just hanging out in their car.
Like, that's weird. That's not normal.
Some shady dude just walking around. I mean, they're just there on patrols and stuff. They're just there to kind of have a presence.
Yeah.
So like
they're deterrents as well.
Yeah. I mean, and they would really only even do. I'm pretty sure heroes only respond to like
quirk related.
So
yeah, if a crime is committed with a quirk, that's the only time. Yeah. Other than that, it's a police problem. I mean, they can like subdue them.
Yes.
But I think even then they're very limited.
You're not really supposed to use a quirk
against a non-quirk. Yeah, because that's incredibly unfair.
Right. He also says be on site faster than anyone else. Mm-hmm. Minimize all casualties. I mean, these are kind of givens.
It was a lot of just kind of like, okay, yeah, sure enough, makes sense.
Yeah, I mean these are the basics: parallel processing and an unparalleled speed. Parallel processing being like processing everything around you all at the same time.
Hyper aware of your surroundings.
Yeah. And then when I'm done, these will all be natural to you. That'll be cool. Like, seeing all three of them, like, really being able to take control of a situation. Because we've seen how Midoriya was in the licensing exam. Yeah. He was not great.
But, I mean, for all three of them, it's going to be great. But kind of like what we said before with Bakugo, especially because think of any fight he's ever been in. All it is enemy, attack. Yeah. That's his plan. There's nothing else.
Not really.
Yeah. And then
he's got different moves.
Yeah.
But that's all really.
That's all he does. So, again, he's purely offensive.
Yeah.
So
he's got a lot to learn.
And all of them will really benefit from this.
Yes.
I
think all three of them will really, really get a lot out of it.
Yeah, and it says, it's like all of you've gained, basically at UA, all of you've gained perseverance, and now you will gain experience. So
yes.
Keep stacking one experience after another. And the three of you will overcome your challenges with experience.
Yes.
Like, ooh.
Yes.
Basically, he's just like,
good advice.
You just need to keep doing it.
Yeah.
It's simple advice of like, great. Basically, you read about it. You read about how to do it. Congratulations. Now you actually have to physically
do it. Now you have to do it, and then you do it again, and again, and again.
That phrase, easy on paper, that's what it means.
Yeah. And yeah, I mean and then we're on to the last chapter. They're all three following Endeavor onto. It looks like they're going outside.
Yeah, patrolling.
And he says during this winter break, show me that you can eliminate. Mine says heroes. I don't know why. I'm pretty sure they meant villains.
It says mine says villains.
Yeah, I was like, why the fuck would it say heroes?
Villains even faster than me.
Yeah, show me that you can eliminate villains even faster than me. Surpass your limits. Surpass the number one hero. So he's kind of egging him on to do better than even I can.
He is. He's being like, you all want to surpass me, so do it.
Fucking
try.
Do it.
He's almost saying like, I want you to.
Yeah.
Because that means I've done my job right.
And I don't know why, but this to me kind of feels like they're kind of just gonna skip through all of this. I don't know. I feel like there's a time skip after this.
Uh-huh.
Just like
during this winter break, which what we wanted.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't want.
No, I don't want to watch. I don't want to watch them all just because what they're gonna be learning isn't something. They're just gonna be taking down small villains. Is what they're really gonna be doing. Not that I mean, maybe see a little bit of it, but I feel like we're about to just skip through this.
Especially during this winter break.
Yeah, that's what really made me. I was like, during this winter break, like, okay, so we're
next chapter we're gonna come back and they're gonna be like, oh, so winter break's over.
Winter break's over, yeah, and that's kind of I get the feeling of that.
And it also tells us we're going into second semester.
Yes.
Of their second year.
I think they're second year.
Yeah, they're sophomores.
No, wait. Yeah.
No, they're sophomores.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because over the summer they went with the Wow Wow Pussycats.
Either way, I'd be okay. I think I'd kind of prefer a time skip just so we can. The way we're really gonna see where they're at now is when they get pushed to their absolute limits.
No, I definitely want a time skip. I love them.
Were you getting the time skip vibe too?
Yeah, 100%. And also the super dramatic ending, like the cliffhanger panel.
I was like, this is gonna be a time skip.
I'm still gonna read it, but I would be not a very happy camper if I read through them. And also just thinking it from a writing perspective, it's like, how do you write that and it still be interesting?
Yeah.
Like them learning, them failing. Okay, the beginning of Naruto, great. Them failing constantly, great.
But I want to see where they get.
Yeah, like we've been through that. We saw Midoriya trying and fighting. And
we've seen Midoriya come so far already.
Right. So give us a time skip. Give us a break.
And then give us like a showcase of everything everybody learned.
Yeah. Just.
And I mean, they've kind of done that before with the internships.
Yes.
Kind of just didn't show everything. They just showed like little snippets. Some people got stories. Some people didn't. Like Suyu, she got a story.
She did fighting the those like the pirate people.
Yeah. That
was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I like that.
And so
has that been in the anime yet?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, because I remember seeing it with the girl. What was the girl that she was with?
She had like the weird earpieces that looked like fins.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah.
And that was with Killer Orca, I think.
Yeah. Because she's an aquatic based. Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like we're going into a time skip. It's not unheard of. Kind of feels like a good moment too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, any theories on where, if it is a time skip, where it might pop back up?
I think next chapter will be villain progression. I think maybe a little bit. And at the tail end of it, be like, we're back.
Yeah.
Just to show, because like going from this again from a writing perspective, it's like going from this ending immediately into we're back. It's like, that's a pretty.
It's a short winter break.
It's a very hard cut.
Yeah.
So I think there's either going to be a filler chapter next week.
Yeah.
Or we're going to see the villains.
I mean, I'd be cool with the next chapter. Oh yeah, that'd be good.
Probably be with Hawks next.
But I'd be okay with the next chapter being kind of showing what everybody, not just these three, are going through.
Oh yeah.
On their internships, and that would kind of give the next chapter after that a little more room to.
Yeah, I would actually like to see that. I'd like to see that better than the villains or Hawks. Forgot all their names right now, but
the rest of Class A.
The rest of 1A.
Yeah. Class A. Yeah. 1A. It is 1A.
It's 1A.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would like to see them just with their respective, just so we know.
Yeah.
Because Sui was with Orca, and then Fat Gum was Kirishima.
Yeah.
So
good stuff.
Because now they're all interning, not just
yes.
select of them.
Yes.
And then who was it? Tokoyami was with who?
I don't remember
Hawks.
who he was with. No, he wasn't with Hawks this time.
But no. Last time.
Last time
Hawks,
he was with Hawks. Yeah.
So yeah, who is he with?
I don't remember.
Bakugo with Best Jeanist.
Yeah.
So.
Well, not with, well. He was with.
I'm talking.
Oh,
prior,
before.
Prior.
Yeah.
Not
Okay,
now.
Okay.
So it's like I want to see who they're with now.
Right.
Because clearly they're not with the same people.
No, not all of them.
No.
Kirishima's still with Fat Gum.
Yeah.
The last chapter kind of showed us who they were with at the end. Remember?
Oh right, the bit all the panels.
Didn't pay attention.
I did. Well, now I remember. So maybe we might not see that next week, unless it's a quick catch 'em up.
Catch 'em up, yeah. We'll see.
I think you fill 15 pages of that.
Yeah. We'll see though. Anything else for the chapter?
I think I'm good with the chapter. Yeah.
I think I am.
So yeah, I think we're good there. Thank you for listening, everybody. If you made it here,
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks for listening.
Yeah.
Have a good day.
Bye. Hey. Here to talk about the anime now.
Talk about My Hero Academia Season 4, Episode 2.
You did that a lot better than I did.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I'm better than you.
Okay. Anyway.
Anywho.
I'm Alejandro.
I'm Charlie.
And huge spoilers ahead for the entire episode.
For the
series.
Yeah, for the My Hero Season 4.
Episode 2.
Yes.
So you said that this was chapters 125, 126?
Yeah, chapter 125 and chapter 126.
Right. I didn't look at it again. I know you did,
Yeah,
but
I did.
From memory, it's pretty much...
Yeah, the only difference I noted was the scene where Mirio is called in the hallway.
Yeah.
He's kind of joking around with the other two kids he's with. That was not in the manga as far as I can tell. But other than that, like, it's literally just all of chapter 125, all of chapter 126.
Right. You said that... I mean, I don't remember that whole Yakuza back flashback. In the very beginning when Overhaul is talking to the League.
What do you mean?
When Compress was like, "Oh, let me tell you the tale of the Yakuza."
Yeah, he did do that.
It was in the manga?
Yeah. Yeah. I looked at that Magna's little flashback. That was also in the manga. It was just like 2 pictures though.
Right.
Yeah, like
actually no, I remember
Compress talks about it. It doesn't really do like the whole flashback. It shows like just pictures.
You're right. And I do remember that of like all the Yakuza men.
Yeah.
There's like a photo of them and then it's just kind of him talking is spread out throughout.
Exactly. Yep. So it's a lot more fluid in the anime.
Of course.
But that's what we got.
So a few things with this Overhaul.
Yeah, Overhaul.
What do you think about his voice? Because this is like the first time we've really heard
He sounds really young.
And that's the point, though. Like,
yeah.
He's like,
I think he's, what, like 19?
Yeah, he's like super late teens.
Yeah, he's young.
The fact that he has that, like, plague mask.
Yeah.
I think it looks really cool. I like the color scheme they chose for it.
Yes.
Personally, him talking a lot, I'm just like, because I'm not seeing a mouth move.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a little disorientating. I'm like,
Good for the animators.
Right.
They don't have to
it's like,
do the
slap
mouth.
a fucking mouth on this guy.
But
But I like him. I do like his whole sound, his whole like more of like, because when people complain, their voice is different.
Yeah.
So like I was really eager to see or hear how he sounds when he was like, "I'm dirty."
Yeah.
So like he had a pretty high voice, but then whenever he got dirty, he's like, ugh.
Yeah, he was.
I'm dirty now.
You could tell he was mad.
Hear it. Like,
yeah.
I'm mad about this.
Also, when Magna got killed, it was just a mist of blood.
Yeah.
Like around the entire, like I think it was Shigaraki and Toga standing by him, and I mean it just seemed to engulf all of like the radius was pretty fucking big. I was kind of surprised because you can't really see that in the manga.
No, of course not.
Yeah, it doesn't really translate well.
A few things I didn't remember. That they shot Magna with the bullet. We don't know what it does.
Yeah, we don't know what it does yet. Yeah. It hints at it a little bit. But
I don't remember that. I know it was clearly in there, but I really didn't remember that. Also, missing Shigaraki.
Yeah.
If that missed Shigaraki, it was like, I mean, I'm sorry. If it hit him, it'd be a very different show.
Well, these are just the temporary. Let's not get too far into it.
You're right. Okay.
Yeah. But these aren't like the final product.
I see what you
Yeah.
Right. Wow, kind of hard to talk about it.
I know, without going really far ahead.
Yeah. But I liked it. I liked Overhaul. I liked his voice. I liked his little henchman.
I like that they giving Mirio a little bit more story.
Yes.
Because we don't really get a whole lot of time with him in the manga.
And when we do, it's very like exposition.
So I'm glad we're getting to see a little bit just of his personality.
Mm-hmm. Then he makes the joke in the hallway.
Yes.
What is it? It looks like gotta go.
And Christina had asked me like, why do you like this guy so much? I was like,
he's just so
like, this is the kind of guy he is. Like,
he's just so lovable.
Yeah, he really is.
And then like nobody laughed, and he goes, like, wow, that was so unfunny.
Like still with a giant smile on his face.
Yeah, like they say it in this episode that, I mean, I'm skipping to the end, but when All Might was like, if I hadn't found young Midoriya, Mirio would have been the next All Might.
Pretty much, they allude to that, yeah.
And I think again, Mirio's voice, I like it, very upbeat.
Yes. No, they did great for. We had already heard Mirio though in season 3,
right? But
yeah, I like it.
Sun Eater.
Yes.
What's the girl's name?
We hardly see her.
Yeah, and every time she's just there to annoy.
Yeah. To annoy Sun Eater.
I was gonna ask about her quirk, but we don't know her quirk yet.
No, not
in the anime.
Yeah.
But I like Sun Eater's voice.
Yeah.
He's just kind of like
so downtrodden. Yeah.
Because in the manga, he's like he's written in the downtrodden way.
Yes.
It's like, so I think he's always well with that.
I love. It's really they're just pulling like everything from the manga. Like everything looks. I think some of it is a little bit different order. Maybe.
Yes.
But that's all I can tell. Like.
And it's also a storytelling thing. It's like you don't want to jump around too much and all that jazz. But
so far, it's been awesome.
Night Eye.
Yes,
I like him. I like his demeanor.
Yeah, the way he stands, like they really captured that in the anime.
Two things about his offices.
Yeah.
Well, first off, didn't know that girl was blue.
Yeah.
Didn't.
Yeah.
Never. I thought she was just normal skin tone.
Yeah.
Skin tones, whatever.
But no.
She's blue.
Blue.
And she's bubble.
And
I was just like, oh, she's blue.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I was like, okay, fine. Blue.
Yeah, cool.
Second, I feel like we're going to talk about the same thing.
Yeah, probably.
That it was really weird.
The tickle machine?
Tickling thing. Yeah.
Christina was like, what the fuck? Yeah. And I was like, this was so less traumatizing in the manga.
Yeah, because in this one, it's like, it comes off really creepy.
It comes off really, and I don't know why it wasn't as creepy in the manga. I feel like because it wasn't animated.
Right.
It's a little bit less personal. 2, like, they really, like, zoom in on it and, like, get her being tickled, which they don't do in the anime that much. But or the manga.
You can't, it's also inflection. Like, she's giving the report, And then he stands up. He's like, what did he say? He was just like, you're not making
me laugh.
And he gets up and she's like, no,
I
I'm
believe
sorry.
society has to have humor.
And she's just like, I'm sorry, it's just a really long report.
It's
like,
a
she
really
looked
long
scared.
report, yeah.
She sounded scared. And then next thing he's getting tickled. She's getting tickled. And I'm just like,
this is super.
It's weird.
It's a lot creepier in the anime than it was in the
manga. It was just kind of like, oh, wow, what a goofy thing. Like,
what a goofy thing he's doing.
And also, in the manga, I read him at that part being a little more, jovial.
Jokey?
Yeah, like, a little more fun. But he's the same in the anime. And I was like,
he's stone cold, dude.
That's kind of weird.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, she's tied up and being tickled. Yeah. It's.
And then because then in my mind think like, did he like forcibly put her in there?
Yes.
Or did she just like, or was he?
She submitted.
Right.
It.
Was he like get on the machine and she was like, okay.
Okay.
She let her.
I mean, if she wants to stay as his sidekick.
Yes. It's fucking weird.
It is fucking weird. It's
It was so not a standout moment in the manga.
Yeah, I know. Like, it just glimpsed right by it.
Because Midoriya walks in like almost immediately.
Yeah, but they really dragged that.
It's also like, oh, you're showing her too long.
Yeah,
it was just weird.
I agree. It was really, and that's why we both were like we had to bring it up. Like, you gotta talk about it.
It's a little BDSM-y.
It is.
Like, honestly, that's what I was thinking. There is literally a category for tickling.
That's true. That is true.
It might be his fetish.
Oh my god.
But
no. Whoa. Okay.
Maybe I just had a hot take, but
that is a little bit of a hot take. Yeah, maybe it is his fetish.
It was just a little strange.
It's very BDSM-y. Yeah, I'll give you that.
Mm-hmm. He had a whole machine manufactured for that.
I mean, and obviously, like, it's not the first time,
right?
Like,
because she knew it was gonna happen.
Yeah, because Mirio's like, oh, she must not have made him laugh.
Yeah, like it's that thing where it's like, if you were there, I would be like, this is weird. This is just a weird thing to walk into.
We just walk in and we're like, oh, I mean, are we in the wrong place?
No, this is it.
This is off.
Just have a seat. He'll be with you in a
second. I don't think. I think we should just get the fuck out of here.
And he's just like, that's weird. Yeah, but a little weird. But then it was all weird. But when Midoriya did the All Might face,
yeah,
I had a good laugh.
Yeah, that was fucking funny.
And then don't remember. Was it in the manga of him like practicing the face? Yeah,
that was in the manga.
Yeah,
it wasn't as flashbacky. It was a couple pictures. But yeah, that was in the manga.
But I like in this, it was like, you know that those memes that it's like 1 week in Texas, 2 weeks in Texas, 3 weeks.
Yeah,
that's how it felt because at the end of it, he had the face.
He had it perfect. He's like, I practiced for so long.
Yeah,
and eventually I just had it down perfect.
And then Mirio's reaction to the face, he was just like, oh, you shouldn't have done that.
Shit. Yeah. And that's really all we get.
Yeah.
After that, Sir Night-Eye he's just like, are you mocking All Might?
And a little bit of sweat, but he keeps the face.
Yeah. And then it ends.
It ends. I was like, how far are they gonna go? Because obviously we know.
Yeah.
What happens. But next week should be.
I read when I was looking at the chapters for this week. I read the next couple chapters, and yeah.
Yeah, it's really cool.
If they're keeping with 2 chapters, it might even be a little bit more 2 chapters, if I'm right. But it's gonna be a good one. We're gonna see the interview with Night-Eye and all that.
Yeah, I
use the term interview loosely, but you guys should be excited.
It's gonna be a good one.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
So far, I mean, 2 episodes in. First episode didn't exist in the manga,
right?
But it added a little bit of flavor.
Yes.
A little bit.
No, it did.
Yeah.
And kind of a recap for anybody who doesn't keep up with it.
Yeah.
A lot of people, they don't rewatch stuff.
I think you're the only other person I know who reads the manga.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah, like if you don't keep up with it, it can be kind of hard to keep track of what.
There's just a lot.
Yeah, what happened.
Well, it's also just there's just so much spacing.
Yeah, I mean, and this season was a little bit longer of a wait than the previous ones.
Yeah.
So some people may not have wanted to watch all of season 3 again, just to
Catch up.
Yeah, remember all the people and remember everything that happened.
I did recommend it to somebody, and they were like, "How many seasons are there?" I was like, "Well, the 4th season comes out next month," and they said, "Oh, that's too much."
Oh my god!
I was like, "What?"
I mean,
And then
it's like maybe 60 episodes.
And then they're like, "I'm gonna wait till it's done." I'm like,
You're gonna be waiting a while.
Yeah, I'm like, at this, so Charlie and I did the math, kind of roughly. So these chapters were 125 to 126.
Yeah.
We're on 247.
247.
So
of the manga.
Of the manga. So about 2 chapters every episode. What'd you say, like 60 episodes?
About 60, I think. Yeah.
Left.
I mean, just rough math.
To catch up.
Yeah.
To where we're at now. But even then, the manga will continue.
I mean, we've got a while. I mean, until really he feels like not making it anymore.
Yeah. As soon as Horikoshi's like, I'm
this
done.
is bread and butter, baby.
It's hot right now.
Yeah.
Man.
Oh, it's so hot.
It's on the griddle and it's still cooking.
Okay. Okay.
I've been working on metaphors.
Yeah, maybe keep working.
No? Okay. No, but yeah, this is like, everybody I mentioned it to has either heard about it, is watching it, or is highly interested.
Even people who aren't really into anime, they dig this anime.
Because it's, I mean, again, it's a shonen anime. It's meant for younger people. It's an intro anime.
It does the occasional dive into deeper storytelling, like deeper meanings and whatnot. But yeah, overall, it's a very like toned down. Like there, not a lot of gore for the most part. I was surprised.
I was too.
That we got to see Magna just bust into
pop.
Yeah, like I was thinking some kind of censor would happen.
Yeah, it would be like an off screen. We'd see
like the mist from it.
I know, like, a rule in TV is one of those, like, you can see blood, so you can see blood moving,
right?
But it can't be red. So that's why you'll see, like, in TV a lot, it's like a white background and the blood is black or it's white. That's why they do that. And just like I forgot what the term was, but like you can show a dead body, but you can't show a dead body moving. Like if you roll it, immediately you can't show it. But if it's just there, it can be like, mutilated to hell, but that's it. Like you can't touch it.
That's a weird rule.
It's a weird little rule, right? TV's got a bunch of, so I was expecting to see like an off-camera, like a blood splatter of something, like a color.
I mean, I'm comparing it really to Attack on Titan. A lot of their gorier scenes get censored. Like the most recent that comes to mind, if you watch Attack on Titan, would be the Beast. I don't know. Have you watched it yet?
No.
So the Beast Titan fight between Levi and the Beast Titan, it gets really censored when he goes to like cut his arms off and whatnot. But yeah, they censor it in such a way that it's like it's not the worst censoring I've ever seen, but it's still heavy censoring. And I was really expecting that, and I'm glad that that's not what we got. I always like stories to be told in their most true form.
Yeah, and I think a big part of Attack on Titan is blood,
gore. Yeah.
So, like, there's posters of Eren covered in blood.
Yeah.
So My Hero isn't an anime like that. So I don't think we'll ever see that. Like Stain was, when you think about it, there's a lot of blood in this show actually.
Yeah. No, I mean there is.
Oh dang, what's her name? Blood girl. Toga. Her quirk is blood related.
Her
Stain is blood related.
Is on blood. Yeah.
There's a lot of people with blood related things. So this show is actually pretty brutal.
Yeah. We just saw Magna like get it, the whole top half just gone.
Yeah, and compress
his arm.
That one was quick.
Gone.
That was like a flash, but I think that was also to accentuate the point. Like he can destroy
He's
in an
strong
instant.
as shit. Yeah,
Yeah.
like, I mean, and he was just
He brushed him away.
basically, brushed him off, and like took his arm with it.
Because he said, "Don't touch me," and
yeah, arm gone.
yeah,
Awesome. Overhaul's fucking so strong.
really cool.
Yeah.
Overhauls. Personally, I don't want to talk about all that.
Yeah,
That's later.
Yeah, we gotta keep it anime only.
Yeah, it's hard. It's
Yeah.
hard to disassociate. But no, I think good episode.
Good episode. Yeah. Oh yeah. I think all the episodes in season 4 are gonna be top notch.
It's gonna be good.
Yes.
Dude. This is like Attack on Titan season 3. I was kind of like, yeah, I'll watch it when I watch it.
Yeah.
But like, even though it was really good, parts happen. But in this one, it's definitely I need to see this.
Gotta watch it.
Yeah. So I'd say watch it. It's on Hulu. It'll be there subbed, but you can go to Funimation and you can watch it.
And you can get it for they simulcast, so you can
Get subbed or dubbed.
Yeah.
There's a free trial. I think it's like a 2-week free trial.
Yeah, 14-day free trial.
Yeah, and then it's like $7 a month or $8 a
like
month.
$7.99.
Yeah, so for
not that we're not sponsored by anybody, but
I mean, but I'm just saying, if you want to watch it, there are ways to watch it.
Yeah,
in good quality and
yeah. I mean, if Hulu's probably, I'd say probably the most widely used one for like anime like that. Like I watched Attack on Titan on Hulu, and I would usually watch My Hero on Hulu also.
But it is showing, but it's only sub.
It's only sub, yeah. That's my only issue.
But again, Funimation, they're the ones who make it. So
yeah,
we'll dub it. So there are ways to watch it.
Yeah, it's out there. I mean, episode 2 is probably on the internet by now.
Yeah, true. But that's what I'm saying. Good quality.
Yeah.
Like, if you want 1080p,
true. That's true.
Go to Funimation. So that's what I'm there.
Yeah, I just got the hiccups, so
we're done.
Good a time as any.
All right, everybody, thank you for listening. Keep watching, keep reading, and
definitely keep watching.
We'll be back next week.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.